Hi guys, and welcome to today's unboxing of the Lenovo, where's it gone? Okay, it's the Ideapad 120S. This is the 4GB version and it's got 32 gig of hard drive space, which is not very good. So what we are going to do is put Linux onto this lovely little thumb drive, and hopefully we have a dual boot system which has Windows on one side and it will have Linux on the other. The flavor of Linux I'm going for is Ubuntu. I wanted to put Fedora on it, but the only image I've got at the moment is for Ubuntu, so let's get cracking. So I purposely wanted to get a very small, cheap laptop and install my own bits and pieces onto it. So this was the cheapest one I could find that had a really small form factor, and it looked pretty neat as well. So I was happy that this was available. Okay, so that's it for the contents of the box. So what do you get here? Introducing Windows S, no thank you. Buttons and functions, interesting. And what's this? Okay, useless stuff, and I'll keep that here. So it's actually got quite a decent adapter. This looks like the kind of adapters that Asus provide. So let's get this baby plugged in. Okay, so right, so there we have it. It looks metal. It looks very premium, but it is really basic. So as you can see here, this doesn't have any vents apart from these speaker vents here. There's no actual heat dissipation vents. So that is because it's a very slow processor. Let's just open this. See, I'd be really happy taking this out to meetings. You know, clients will think, oh, that's a nice laptop. What they don't realize is that it's a very basic laptop. Okay, so let's plug this bad boy in. Okay, so there you have it. It's actually plastic, but it feels like good quality plastic. And it's actually very light. It's light enough for me to just carry around in a very small bag, instead of carrying around that big massive bag that I currently do. So this will save me a lot of hassle. So one of the main reasons why I got this is so my personal laptop can stay my personal laptop and my work laptop can be this inexpensive little item. So let this charge up. Is this actually charging? I must let you know now that this laptop has an issue with Windows Update, so I'm not going to use Windows out of the box with this. I may need to log in to do a couple of bits and pieces, but hopefully I can get that done through the BIOS. Let's switch this baby on. Okay, nice lovely Lenovo sign. While that's loading, what I'll do is take this out. Well, this is annoying. So, I have a 128 gigabyte thumb drive. Now the best thing about this particular laptop is you've got full-size USB there, you've got USB 3 there, you've got a full-size USB there, and a little...
Hi there, I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help.
No thanks, Cortana, I don't want...
A little sign in here, set your Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC ready for all you plan to do.
Do I have to?
Use your voice or the keyboard along the way, and if you'd like me to stay quiet, you can just mute your PC. If you need an assistive screen reader, press...
Piss off. So, United Kingdom. Hey. Yeah, that's fine. Want to add a second keyboard layer? No, thank you. That's interesting. Okay, so I put in my Wi-Fi password and now it's asking me to look for updates. Please don't brick this device. Okay, accept. Now the stupid thing about having a 32 gigabyte hard drive is that Windows 10 takes up most of that, and that's just silly. No. Oh, pants. What shall I do? Should I create an account or can I skip? I bet I can't skip anymore. Okay, enhance my online, no thank you. Send me promotional offers, no thank you. Click on next. Okay, so Microsoft. Oh God, how am I going to do that? Pretend you didn't see that. So here we go. I will do this later. This is really for thick people. Make Cortana your personal assistant. I already have Google as my personal assistant. No, thank you. I don't want location on, I don't want diagnostics on, I don't want relevant ads. That may be less relevant to you. Speech recognition I'll leave on. Tailored experiences with diagnostic data, no thank you. Accept. Wow, so this is Windows S, and I don't think I was able to create a machine-only user, which is really weird and annoying. So this is why we are going to put Linux on this bad boy. Okay, so it's finally into Windows. Battery is charging, 40 minutes till full charge. It says, "Ooh, welcome to the best Windows ever." No, thank you. It's got this wonderful background, which we are going to change. Hey, what just happened there? Do we like that? Not really. Let's change it to wait. That's much better. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to run msconfig. Oops. The actual travel on this keyboard is quite small. Normal startup diagnostic. What do we want to do? We want to enable a legacy mode, but we have to do this through the BIOS. I'm just checking what we have on here. Okay, cancel that. Let's check the RAM. Let's see what Task Manager is doing. Wow, 100% CPU is being used by Task Manager. Really? 44% memory is being used. Let's look at the performance. Wow. Speed is 2.3 gigahertz. And the base speed is 1.1 gigahertz. Virtualization is disabled, but is it available? Interesting. Okay, let's just Microsoft OneDrive. Do we need to enable that? I don't know. Alright, so let's close this now. Let's shut down. Let's restart. And hopefully we should be able to see the BIOS screen. Am I in? Yes, I'm in. Okay, so this is the information tab. It's the Intel Celeron CPU. We know this already. It's got a SanDisk iNAND, which is 32 gigabytes, but we've got a SanDisk with 128 gigabytes. Please accept this because I couldn't get a 64 gig. Let's go across. The time is correct. What's this? Okay, forget that. Let's not add an administrator. Secure boot we need to disable. Let's put this bad boy in. There we go. I can't change its priority because it hasn't come up yet, so let's just save changes. Oh look, I've just put a finger mark on there. Oh well, let's press that again. Let's just see what secure boot is going to do. If I do enable, oh, nothing. I was hoping to see what would happen for those particular options there. Intel platform, trust technology. Don't know what that means. Da 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 da. So it seems like I can put legacy items. Okay, where's F6? Oops. So it says there's a SATA SSD and then an eMMC. So what do I do there? Okay, leave it as that. Do F10. Yes, I want to save. But what I want to do is put this in. Ugh. There we go. So we want to go to generic. We want to install Ubuntu. Come on, there's a good computer. Okay, so we've got the Ubuntu installer working. So just clean that off. With dirty smudgy fingers. Oh well. Well, hey, that was fast. So, let's see. Yes, English is fine. Isn't there something here? Let's just click on that. Click on continue. We want English UK, please, because that's where I am. Continue. Come on, you haven't even asked me where I want to install it. Whatever, let's just do that. Okay, let's continue. So I've just changed those settings. I don't know if they've gone back to normal. Let's continue. Yes, I'm in London. My name? Oh, do you really need this info? Okay, so I'm gonna put information in for this. So I will see you once it reboots. Okay, so I'm installing the files now. I've created my user account. So once I've got Windows 10 S and Ubuntu configured the way I need, I'm going to put my business files on here, and then hopefully I will have myself a new work laptop, which can give me the option to switch between two different operating systems and not to get any of my work confused with any of my personal stuff. I've been a Windows user for a very long time, from day one, to be fair. But now I will try and use Ubuntu as my main daily driver and see how that goes. Now it's installing the system. I can remember in the old days, different versions of Linux used to have a game that you could play, maybe solitaire or something, while it's installing, but now you have to read all this marketing jargon, which isn't too bad. But yeah, that's how you get Linux installed onto a very cheap basic laptop. Okay guys, I don't know what happened there, but I think the video got cut off as the memory card was full. So I don't know how much you saw, but I was putting in the details for the Linux login, and it's accepted it. It's now installing all the other bits and pieces, and hopefully we will have a running machine with Linux on it. That cost me only £179, which has 4 gig of RAM and 32 gigabytes of hard drive space on the Windows, but I am now using 128 gigabyte SanDisk drive, which Linux Ubuntu will be installed onto it, and I'll have a dual boot system that I can use for work, and my personal laptop can stay at home from now on, so I won't be worried about it getting lost or stolen. And this is a damn sight lighter than my current 17.3 inch laptop. Okay, so it's saying restart your computer. Let's restart this bad boy now. Okay, let's take this out. That was tough. There we go. So what do I want? I want Ubuntu or Windows Boot Manager. So will this take me into Windows? I don't know. Well, either way, I've got a dual boot system. Which will be slightly faster now, as I stated before, because Windows is a resource hog and Linux isn't so much of a resource hog. Well, hey! And I'm going to put my password in. I can't remember what it was now. Okay, I'm in. And one thing I just noticed, it never asked me for an admin password, which is weird. Okay, so I put in the password. What's this? That's taken a while to load, isn't it? Don't know if that's because it's the first time I'm booting into it. It shouldn't be. It could be that the USB drive isn't going to let me do anything further. Now, I've had issues with stuff like this before, where things don't actually boot from what just happened there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm rebooting it again, and hopefully it will work. Yay, there we go. Right, okay, so this is Ubuntu 18.04. Oh, it works differently from older versions. How does it do that? There we go, details. So I've got 3.7 gigabytes of RAM. Disk space, I've got 54 gig just for the operating system. Got an Intel graphics card. And my OS is 64-bit. And I've got 2 times 1.10 gigahertz, which is a quad-core processor. Cool. I'm happy with that. And there you have it. Ubuntu on a basic laptop.